Hi, this is Dan. Today I'd like to share another chess puzzle with you, and this puzzle I also found in John Nunn's recent book, 1001 Deadly Checkmates, which I highly recommend. It's a very good collection of chess puzzles. Starts out relatively simple and then gets to some pretty intermediate level puzzles. So anyway, this was one of the puzzles featured in that book, and you can take a look at the position here. I won't say too much about this puzzle before we start, besides that a very important idea to keep in mind here is pins. This puzzle will feature some really strong pins, and in this puzzle it's white's move, and white can checkmate black in 3 moves. So take a look at the puzzle, see if you have any ideas for white's first move. If you need to pause the video, go ahead. When you're ready, you can press play. Okay, the first move for white is rook to h8, check. And when you look here and you see that the bishop attacks the rook, so you might not consider this move, but this is just one example of when you're playing chess, it's a good idea to think about any checks you may have and any captures you may have, and also to think about any checks or captures your opponent may have after your move. So anyway, this check does turn out to be very strong. Black has 2 moves to answer the check. You'll see that the knight on e7 is pinned by the bishop on a3, so the knight cannot move to g8. But black does have the queen on f7, so one move is queen to f7. The second move is bishop captures rook on h8. So we'll look at both and see how white wins in 3 moves against either move. Okay, the first one is bishop captures rook on h8. And we've come to this position, so what do you think the best move is for white? Take a look. We sacrificed our rook, so we must have something strong here. Otherwise, why did we give our rook to black? So what's the best move now? If you need to pause, go ahead. When you're ready, press play. Okay, white plays queen captures on h8, check. And this leaves black with just one answer, which is queen to g8. You'll see that black doesn't have any other moves here. The knight is still pinned on e7. And now white has a checkmate in 1 move. So how does white checkmate black? Take a look. If you need to pause, go ahead and press play. Okay, the checkmate is rook captures on f5, checkmate. So once again, you'll see the first move was rook to h8, check, followed by bishop captures, followed by queen captures, followed by queen blocks on g8, and rook takes on f5, checkmate. And this is a really cool checkmate because you'll see the knight on e7 and the queen on g8 are both pinned. So we have 2 pins happening that prevent black from doing anything to stop the checkmate. Okay, so quickly, let's go back. After rook to h8 check, black also has queen to g8, blocking the check with the queen. So what do you think white should do here? Take a look. If you need to pause, go ahead, and when you're ready, press play. Okay, white's strongest move in this position is rook to f5. Rook captures on f5, check. And remember, the knight is pinned, as before, so it can't capture the rook, which leaves black with just 1 move. The queen is also pinned, so it leaves black with just 1 move, bishop to f6. And now white has another different checkmate in 1 move. So how does white checkmate black? Pause if you need to, and when you're ready, press play. Okay, white plays queen captures on f6, checkmate. And so once again, you'll see that it doesn't really matter which move black chooses on the after the rook check on h8. Both moves lead to checkmate in 3. So anyway, this is I thought was a really cool puzzle that shows how strong pins can be, and also shows you that even though a check may look bad, it looks like you may lose material. You always think about these checks and captures that you have especially like in this game where it looks like white has some strongly placed pieces. The rook and queen are strong on the h-file, the bishop is doing a good job pinning the knight to the king, and it looks like in a position like this there may be something strong, and indeed there is. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the puzzle, and I'll share another video very soon. Thanks so much for the support.